Good morning, students. Good morning to all of you. Today we have to discuss question number 37. Let us see here. 2 men and 5 boys can finish a piece of work in 4 days, while 3 men and 6 boys can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work and that taken by 1 boy alone to finish the work. Okay. On this type of question, there is a concept that we have to discuss here. Let us see here. First, the concept you have to learn that if suppose a man, if asked to you that a man can do a piece of work, a man can finish a piece of work in X days. If there is given that a man can finish a piece of work in X days, it means 1 day's work of a man, that is equal to 1 upon X. This one the concept. There is a X by 1, that is reciprocal of X, that is 1 upon X. Okay, this was the first concept. Again, there is a second concept. If given that 1 day's work of a man or A or whatever it is, a man equal to 1 upon X. If there is a given that 1 day's work of A, that is 1 upon X, then a man can finish a piece of work in X by 1, that is X days. Okay, a man can finish the piece of work in X upon 1 days means X days. Okay, this one the reciprocal. Okay, this one that we have right here, the first this one and the second one this one. Okay, this is the concept. A man can finish a piece of work in X days means 1 day's work of A days 1 upon X. Okay, in the same way, if 1 day's work of a man will 1 upon X means it will be reciprocal of X by 1, that is X. Okay, according to this concept, we have to discuss this question. Let us see. Okay, here the question asking that 1 man can find the time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work. So we assume let 1 man can finish a piece of work in X days. Okay, we assume here 1 man can finish a piece of work in X days means 1 day's work of a man, that is equal to 1 upon X. Okay, 1 day's work of 1 man, that is equal to 1 upon X. Okay, according to the concept, 1 man can finish a piece of work in X days. It means that 1 day's work of 1 man is equal to 1 upon X. There are 2 men, so 2 days work of 2 men. Okay, 1 day's work of 2 men. Okay, 2 days no, but 1 days. Okay, 1 day. Okay, 1 day's work of 2 men. There are 2 men, so we can write that 2 men, that is equal to 2 upon X. 1 day's work of 1 man is 1 X. So 1 day's work of 2 men, that is 2 upon X. Okay, 2 into 1 by X, that is 2 upon X. Okay, again there are 5 boys. Okay, so we assume here let 1 boy can finish a piece of work in Y days. It means 1 day's work of 1 boy. Okay, 1 day's work of 1 boy, that is equal to 1 upon Y. We assume here 1 boy can finish a piece of work in Y days. Okay, we assume here in Y days. So 1 day's work of 1 boy, that is equal to 1 upon Y. Here given in 5 boys. There are given 5 boys. Here 1 day's work of 1 boy, and we have to find out the 5 boys. 1 day's work of 5 boys, that is equal to 5 upon Y. Okay, we know that 1 day's work of 2 men is 2 upon X, and 1 day's work of 5 boys, that is 5 upon X. We know that here question tells us 2 men and 5 boys can finish a piece of work in 4 days. Means if one asks to you that 1 day's work of 2 men plus 5 boys equal to 1 upon 4, we know that we can write here since we know that 1 day's we know that two men plus 5 boys can finish a piece of work in 2 men plus 5 boys can finish a piece of work in how much? 4 days. It means that one day's work of 2 men plus 5 boys, that is equal to 1 upon 4. You can write according to the concept 1 upon 4. 2 men plus 4 boys can finish a piece of work in 4 days. So you can write 1 day's work of 2 men plus 5 boys 1 upon 4. And we know that here 1 day's work of 2 men equal to 2 upon x, and 1 day's work of 5 boys, that is 5 upon x. According to question, you can write here that 2 upon x, that is 2 upon x plus 5 upon y equal to 1 upon 4. You can write, because this is the 1 day's work of 2 men, and this is also 1 day's work of 5 boys, and we know this 2 men plus 5, 1 day's work of 2 men plus 5 boys. This is 1 day's work. This is also 1 day's work of 2 men plus 5 boys, that is equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, this will gives an equation, that is equation number 1. Okay, again the second part of the question. Here question tells that while 3 men and 6 boys can finish a piece of work in 3 days. According to this, we know that 3 men, okay, second part, this one the second part, 3 men plus, okay, 3 men plus 6 boys, 3 men plus 6 boys can finish a piece of work 3 men plus 6 boys can finish a piece of work in how much days? 3 days. Okay, in 3 days. Okay, 3 men plus 6 boys can finish a piece of work in 3 days. So 1 day's work, we have to find out the 1 day's work of 3 men plus 6 boys equal to 1 upon 3. And we know that according to this law, according to this concept, if one asking to you the 1 day's work of 3 men, then what will you write? 3 upon x. Okay, 1 day's work of 3 men, that will becomes 1 day's work of 2 men. Here 2 men, 1 day's work of 2 men, 2 upon x. The 1 day's work of 3 men equal to 3 upon x. Okay, 3 upon x, and 1 day's work of, here 1 day's work of 3 men equal to 3 upon x, and 1 day's work of how much boys? 6 boys. 1 day's work of 6 boys, that equal to 6 upon y. Here 1 day's work of 5 boys, 5 upon y. 1 day's work of 6 boys, 6 upon y. So according to the question, here according to the question, you can write 1 day's work of 3 men plus 6 boy, 1 day work of 3 men plus 6 boy, that is equal to 3 upon x plus 6 upon y equal to 1 upon 3. This is 1 day's work of 3 men plus 1 day's work of 6 boy, that is 3 upon x plus 6 upon y, that is equal to 1 day's work of 3 men plus 6 boys together, that is 1 upon 3. You know that this will give the equation number 2. So after you assume here, you can assume here 1 upon x equal to u and 1 upon y equal to b. This one you have to assume. Okay, this one you have to assume 1 upon x equal to u and 1 upon y equal to b. So you can write here 2u plus 5b according to the question equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, after multiplying 4 to the 8 u plus 5 for the 20b equal to 1, this will give the equation number 3. Okay, again equation number 3 will becomes 3u plus 6b equal to 1 upon 3, and this will become 3 3 9u plus 3 6 18b equal to 1. This will give the equation number 4. Okay, you can write here after multiplying it by 9 and it by 8, you can equate to u, and if you multiply by 9 in equation number 3, 9 8 is 72, 72u plus 9 2 is 18, 9 2 is 18, v equal to 9. Again, if you multiply, this will become 72u plus 18 8 is 41 and 44, v equal to 8, and after subtracting it, it will be cancelled out, and 10 minus 4 that gives 6, 7 minus 4 that gives 3, and it will be cancelled out and gives a v equal to 9 minus 8 that is equal to 1, and v equal to, you can get 1 upon 36. V is gives 1 upon 36. Putting the value of v in 3, putting the value of v in 3, you get 8u plus 20 into the value of v that is equal to 1 upon 36 equal to 1. This will gives 2 1 is 2, and 18 to the 36, 2 5 is 10, 2 9 is 18. Then 8u becomes 1 minus 5 upon 9. Okay, this will gives 5 upon 9, and after solving it, you get 9 1 is 9, 9 minus 5, and that will gives 4 upon 9, 4 2 is 8, and u equal to becomes how much? U will gives, u becomes 1 upon 18, 2 9 is 18. U will gives a value that is equal to 1 upon 18. Okay, this will gives a value that is equal to 1 upon 18, and if you put the u in place of 1 upon x, you get the value of x. Okay, here 1 upon x equal to 1 upon 18, because 1 upon x equal to u, so the value of x equal to 18, and you know that we have assumed that x days. Okay, so you can write here 18 days, the value of x equal to 18 days, and you know that 1 upon y equal to the value of v, that is becomes 1 upon 36, so the value of y equal to becomes 36 days. Okay, I think you are able to follow me. Okay, thank you very much.